in hand, just posing, looking fly. Wondering where your girls at, are you here alone, babe? Or does he have you waiting, baby? Slowly walk over and ask your name. She says nothing but looks my way. At least have this dance, babe. We can dance the pain away. What do you say, baby? Heat, heat, heat. She's giving me that heat, babe. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat, babe. Oh, that heat. With apprehension, you grab my hand, oh, babe. I pull you close, the DJ pumping through your veins. You look at me and smile. I think it's been a while since you felt this way, babe. Since you felt this way, babe. Now all I wanna do is dance this night away. Get lost on this floor. Closer and closer we dance. This heat building more. Ready to leave, given the chance. You feel where I'm going with this, right, baby? Heat, heat, heat. Oh, she's giving me that heat. She's giving me that heat, babe. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat, babe. Break it down, yeah. Sometimes you just have a chemistry. Never lose the opportunity. And sometimes that chemistry can boil over. Dancing the heat and get closer and give us some heat. Oh, she's giving me that heat, giving me that heat, that when our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat. Wanna take it there, yeah. So you say that you love me. Sounds good, but should I believe I'm your one and only? Cause I've been hearing stories about how you and your ex-man, you've been talking and flirting. Is it true what they say? Tell me, babe. I've been holding all this love just for you. Please don't say you're untrue. Cause I could be on to the next. Somebody you've been giving your love to. Girl, just tell me the truth, so I can be on to the next. Let me move on to the next one. Settle down, get a crown to the real one. No time to pretend with a fake one. Cause I'm a good man, I need a good love. So on to the next, on to the next. On to the let me move on to the next. On to the next, on to the next. On to the let me move on to the next. Now you're getting defensive, like I'm tripping or something. Got you shouting and a cussing, like I'm pushing your buttons. But you shouldn't feel nothing if you ain't doing nothing. Baby girl, I'm just saying, stop these games that you're playing. All this love just for you. Please don't say you're untrue, girl, cause I can be on to the next. Somebody you've been giving your love to. Girl, just tell me the truth, so I can move on to the next. Let me move on to the next one. Settle down, get a crown to the real one. No time to pretend with a fake one. Cause I'm a good man. I need a good love. On to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move on to the next. I don't wanna have to give my love away, 'cause you can't be real with me. Bet the next one will be much better for me. Tell the truth and set me free. On to the let me move. On to the next one. On to the let me move. Yeah. On to the next one. On to the let me move. On to the next one. On to the let me move. On to the next one. Let me move on to the next one. Settle down, give a clap to the real one. No time to pretend with a fake one, 'cause I'm a good man. I need a good love. So on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next, on to the next, on to the let me move to the next.
What do you do when you got nothing left to say? Do you just shut down? Do you change your ways? When it's all done, do you just let it waste away? Or do you get back up and find the words to say, like I'm sorry, yeah? 'Cause girl, you was right, I was wrong. Can we find a way to move on, like I'm sorry, yeah? 'Cause girl, at the end of the day, I know that you're feeling the same, like you wanna get back, 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 back. Don't you wanna get back, hey, let's get all that rowdy, just give me that body. I know I've been naughty, but girl, I'm so sorry. Don't you wanna get back? Pick up the phone, and do you leave that message? Or do you leave it alone? What do you do when she won't open up the door? And do you break it down, or do you beg and moan, like I'm sorry, yeah? Can't believe that I've been such a fool. Nobody can love me like you, girl, I'm sorry, yeah, yeah. I'm promising you better days. Please believe me when I say it, I wanna get back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Still don't wanna get back. Oh, ooh, yeah. Let's get good and rowdy. Just give me that body. I know I've been naughty, but girl, I'm so sorry. Don't you wanna get back? Wanna get back? Oh, still don't wanna get back. Hey, can we get it all back to the way we used to be? Hey, can we get it all back to the way we used to be? Can we get it all back to the way we used to be? To the way we used to be. Can we get it all back to the way we used to be? get by. What you wanna get back?
Oh, okay. Come on, sound effects. Testing.
Test,
1,
test.
2. All right. Let me take this off because I feel like.
Oh, she got all the sound effects. This is what I'm talking about.
We good? We pop locking?
Yep.
We
Everybody's
good?
on a cam. KT got a cam. We all got cams.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we good.
All right. So don't be making no crazy facial expressions and stuff like that. It's going to be caught. So, yeah. So I figured this is going to be the first little Cosmic Radio. I really wanted to talk about the breakdown of the project that's coming out this Friday. Album release party. I'm going to keep shouting that out throughout the whole entire night tonight is at Troy Bar. Right. Woo, woo, woo. This has been like a year and a half in the making. Me working on this. It's almost been like 2 years. Yeah. So album release parties at Troy Bar on Thursday. A lot has been going on in my own personal life right now. So yeah, I was not going to not do this because I knew that my father wouldn't want me to stop. So we're not going to go there all the way. We're going to just tap dance on it and we're going to keep it cosmic. Yeah. Because, yeah. All right. So what's going on? We got Freddie here. Freddie going to be the man of the hour, asking all these questions, being all magnificent in his own right.
What's going on? Good to be here. We're looking good.
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah, this is going to be, this might be a thing. It's funny because KT, A-Nat, our boy Authentic, even Corey, like we've all been kind of like thinking about like doing something like this, especially A-Nat. A-Nat has been contemplating a podcast for like, I don't know, for months now. But really, you've been doing
heavy.
it for like the past few months. You've been like, I gotta do something. So I was like, I got really inspired after you kept talking about Joe Budden's podcast, and I was like, so I watched that, and then, Nicki Minaj and her Queen Radio, and so I was like, you know what? I know I'm about to say it, and I know you don't like it, Mike, but us indies. I know, but I'm using that as a point.
What's wrong
as
with
a
indies?
point. Because no, Mike doesn't want us to use the word indie anymore. He wants us to just use the word artist because he feels as though saying indie puts us in a box and we're bigger than that.
I don't know about that. I think indie.
We can debate
that.
Yeah, we can.
We can start the show, but we can definitely
Right,
debate
right.
it. I have a feeling about that. But
Right. So, for us indies, I feel like this is something that's really dope. You know what I mean? Like an avenue to push our own stuff and voice our opinions on what we feel about the industry right now.
Absolutely.
And because it's like, it's all over the place right now, but if anybody hasn't noticed, we've had a rise in R&B music, which has been fantastic lately. So, okay. All right.
Long overdue.
Right. So I feel like, we on the right page, you guys. So, and this Cosmic album is definitely super R&B. Went all the way back to my roots, not intentional. It just kind of happened, and I just kind of stayed there. So, yeah. I need somebody to push on Instagram because I forgot to do an Instagram thing. You're on Instagram? Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, on my Instagram.
All right.
I don't want to shout out my password right now because I don't need nobody all up in my stuff. right.
Here, we're gonna fix that right now.
Right. Ooh.
We're gonna get you from all angles today.
Exactly.
Yikes. I hope I remember my password.
Oh, poor you.
I hope I
Unless you want me
remember.
to just go live on mine. and tell
Yeah,
all
you can,
the-
but how you going to watch from YouTube?
I can do both.
You can?
Multitask, yeah.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
an iPhone 10.
There we
sir.
go. Ooh, excuse me. Huh?
Can he do live from your page and then?
Well, let me see. I'm gonna just see if I can just do a post from here real quick.
YouTube?
Well, the YouTube is coming from his website. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. As we figure this out, we're gonna go to a song
There we
right
go.
quick.
Let's do that. It's our first time, y'all. It's our first time.
So yeah, while we figured some things out, our producer was like, "All right, let's do this. Let's play that KT. Let's play that KT. Too bad. Oh yeah, Let's do that. Let's play Too Bad. How y'all out there in Facebook world? Raj, what's going on, brother? Yeah, we about to do this. We about to do this. Bam. Hey. Hey.
Too bad, I got your phone number. Too bad, you about to come over. Too bad, I got these candles lit. Too bad, I got that ill playlist. Too bad, you think I'm all talk. Too bad, I really walk that walk. Too bad, it took you this long. But trust after I'm done, you gon' be on board. Ding dong, guess who made it safe? Looking like a full course meal, I need a plate. Go ahead and grab a seat and get comfy. I got your favorite drink and the L rolled up, that's why you fucks with me. We getting litty in the living room. Staring in my eyes, thinking who gon' make the first move. So I say to you, yo, what you looking at? You said I'm looking at you, sexual clap back. All my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up. I said, all my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up. Too bad, you had that liquid courage. Too bad, I got a ganja florist. Too bad, you sitting this close. Too bad, I'm about to do the most. Too bad, you touching on my hair. Too bad, I'm touching you right there. Too bad, I'm helping you take your clothes off. Whoo, god damn it, I'm about to show off. Nasty, and please don't put it past me. We both educated, no need to keep it classy. Kisses taste too good, both sets of lips. And I love how you get aggressive and talk shit. Ooh, too bad, you like, please don't stop. Too bad, I'm like, oh my god. Too bad, you about to miss work. Nah, I got the alarm, that money comes first. All my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up. I said, all my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up. All my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up. I said, all my bad ones in the club, we got the plug on the way. Yo, we about to turn up, pop the trunk, let it bump in the back of the truck. We got everything, all you gotta do is show up or pull up.
We're live. Sorry, you guys, I'm switching back and forth from Facebook to IG now. I should have said that before I switched. You can watch the whole feed where you get everything at lennyharold.com. So make sure you go to lennyharold.com if you want to see the whole feed. You can see everybody that's here right now. 1/3 of management right there. Mike, we got A-Net, we got Freddie, we got DJ KT. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing. What's up, you guys? How y'all doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? I'm telling you, if you want the whole feed, you want to go to you want to go to lennyharold.com for Cosmic Radio.
If you got questions for Lenny, make sure you hit the chat on the live feed, and
Yes.
I'm taking your questions for Lenny.
Yes, on the YouTube. So if you want to do YouTube, I'm gonna try to keep my eye over here on the on IG. It's gonna cut out in an hour, but I'm gonna come back in. All right, so we can get this popping. I mean, I kind of want to go into this indie discussion, but we can save that a little later because I feel like I feel like that might actually get a little hot. That might get a little hot. Welcome. Okay, I got one half of management in the IG right now. All right. How's everybody doing out there? You are now tuned into Cosmic Radio. All right, you are now tuned into Cosmic Radio. All right, we can get started. Let's get popping. Boom. So this I'm gonna just start. This project has been this project has been in the development for like almost 2 years. I've been just like kind of just writing and creating. It came up to like, what was it? It was about 30 songs.
You talking about from
Yikes. Yeah, because it was like songs left over from Mountain High Project.
We had about 30 to 40 songs that we worked on for that project.
Yeah, like it was insane. And so some of those songs you will hear. Wait, did some of those songs actually make the cut? Only one.
Only one of them made the cut.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right.
Wait,
yeah.
Yeah. I can't say that.
Yeah. True. Right. Yeah. One song made the cut, and from just doing that from like, who is trying to, from one song made the cut from almost 2 years ago, and that project was released. When was Mountain High? Was that 2016?
2016.
Yeah, 2016. So yeah, we worked on a lot of music, and then my co-captain over here, A Natural, took the reins off, and he decided to venture out into the artist realm. And us being the team that we are, we support each other so much, and so I wanted to make sure that I gave him the opportunity to be the artist that I knew he could be, and eventually he realized that he could be too as well. So I was like, that means I'm on this boat alone, and I'm sailing this boat alone. But you know what? There was a blessing in that, because I was able to get back to myself and understand that that I didn't have to rely so much on A-Nat's ear for certain things, because now I realized that I had gained so much from him, you know what I mean, from over the years working, and we've been working since all right.
It's been a long time.
We've been working for a while, and so like learning all of those things and being able to like put that all into a melting pot and create what is now the Cosmic album in this Cosmic era was therapeutic. Was definitely a strength in my own confidence in my own self, and it really made me realize how much of an artist I am. You know, a lot of people would say, like, they look at me and they go, you know, from the stage performances and where I've been and stuff like that, and they always go like, oh, but you know, you couldn't be insecure. No. Right. I got a lot of insecurities. I'm human, and you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it's, you know what I mean, you want to be your best.
Right,
you want to be your best.
Right.
And so
on that note, what is your process like? I mean, what was that process like, rather going back to yourself, as you mentioned before? You know,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just it was being free. Going back when we did Mountain High, that was such a beautiful experience, because we did all of those recordings in a house that was not major studios. Just like this project was not major studios. We would pray before sessions. We would go in with no intention of what the direction of the music was going to be. You know what I mean? So this way, the music directs you. And so when I started creating,
there you go, Mike just broke everything.
whatever you break, you pay for, bro.
We have MacGyver in.
He's still trying to hook up. This is when the thing comes up on the screen. It goes. Right.
Station identification.
Right. So I had to remember those things and not because at first when I started recording, I was in panic mode actually because I didn't know what I was gonna do. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back into what that same structure was. So I had to get into a point of stillness and go, okay, I'm not going to have a direction. Seriously? Is this somebody calling?
Somebody is calling you during your...
Okay. I know what that is. We going to come right back. I got you. Yeah, so I had to go back to that center and not have a direction and let the music direct me. And so literally because of that, man, I had like 6 directions for this project because I kind of went crazy.
Amazing.
I really went crazy. And so picking songs for this particular project was madness because I could have gone in like literally 5 to 6 different directions for this, So yeah, I mean, it was just getting back to center. I said a lot.
Amazing. No. That's amazing. I mean, we can use as much details as we possibly can. What inspires you? Who inspires you? I mean, man. What is...
Oh, man. First, mom inspires me because she's a singer herself. And really so deep. Okay. I kind of make sure that, not that her dream lives through me, but it's a reflection of her dream. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Right.
And just life and love and the fact that I just want to be a light in this industry and in this music. And I just want to share a love energy. I want to get people back to love. I want to get people back to that Marvin Gaye type of feeling in the back of your spine.
Real music.
Right, where you just got to throw your hands up and it's just like, ooh. And like literally, if you're 15, you get into auntie at the cookout mode where it's like, oh, that's my song, babe. Like that's what I want to give that type of, I want to caress your ears when it comes down to that. Like I want to give you eargasms. Like it's like damn. You know what I mean? Like I really want it to be like, I don't know. I just want it to be something that's different that catches your vibe and really can soundtrack your life. You know what I mean?
Right. Amazing. What do you think about music today?
Yikes.
And how do you think that you actually...
I
know, right?
I would entice. I'm enticing.
I mean... I'm gonna try to say this as politically as possible, but I feel like right.
I feel like you should be real.
Right. KT saying the same thing.
I'll fight anybody.
All right. I feel like music today is repetitive.
To say the least, yeah.
And hashtag repetitive, because it is nothing but 808s, hi-hats, and literally everybody's doing the same melody. It's the same subject matter for the most part. It's the same cadence.
Right. For the most. Yeah.
It's the same vocal pattern. It's even down to the same vocal voice. So I say hashtag repetitive, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be something that's different, and that's what I talk to A Nat about a lot and Authentic about, who's not here. Shout out to Authentic. I know he's watching. Oh yeah, he's in there. Yeah. So I was afraid for this project because it is not what everybody's listening to right now.
The new standard.
It's different. Exactly, the new standard.
Right.
And that's sad that that's the new standard because there's no versatility within there, and people don't even want to hear that versatility. But there was one thing before Kanye went crazy that he said yes, before he went happy. That was cool. That he said, if nobody believes you, you got to make them believe.
I agree.
So with that same foundation, that's what I'm going to do with this project. I know it's going to be rough because it's not what people are regularly listening to. It has old school vibes on this project. There are feel good music. There is stuff that is not, I mean, I have a little bit of influence of some 808s and some hi-hats, but it's not overbearing.
Right.
And so yeah, I just want to stretch people's ears now. But I will say, like I said before earlier, that I do feel like there is this slow rise of R&B music. We have people like her. You know what I mean? We have people like Daniel Caesar that are forcing a different type of sound. It's the new neo soul type of thing that's popping up, which is cool. But even with that, there needs to be more flair. There needs to be more dynamic to it. And I mean, that's where my crew comes in too. You know what I mean? You got A Natural, you got KT, you got Authentic. You know what I mean? I could shout out a whole bunch of people, you know what I mean, that are actually out here and they doing the damn thing, you know, trying to change people's ears and try to change people's hearts. So, yeah. Amazing.
You had an amazing journey. I watched your video when you crushed the Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What was your journey like with Blackstreet?
Blackstreet was Blackstreet. It was an amazing journey, amazing journey because out of everything, I learned a brand new studio etiquette. Teddy is almost OCD when it comes to recording, but that OCD is actually a good thing. It teaches you to listen for things that I wouldn't have necessarily listened to. Especially venturing on the stage, watching him create shows was the most incredible thing ever. You know what I mean? And I've been able to absorb a lot of that and put that into my own shows, put that into my own visual, to think not tunnel, but think more outside of the box. Where else can this song go? Where else can it be heard at? Not just, okay, I did a song and it goes on the radio. Can it be added to a commercial? Can it be added to a TV show? Can it be added? These are things that I would have never normally thought of. But Teddy was the one that would sit there in the studio and we would have all these conversations. I think this could be good for this, and this could be good for colleges, and this could be, and I'll be sitting there like, I didn't hear none of that shit. Like,
well, it's good to have different perspectives.
Right, exactly. So now I was able, you know, it opened my ears. It opened my experiences, especially to the stage. Like, I love the stage. Studio is one thing, but it is nothing like that damn stage, because it's like everything that you go in to the studio and you put your heart and soul into, and it's like, okay, that's cute, that's everything, that's it, you've now locked that in, but it's nothing like really sharing all of that energy that was put into that music, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I mean, so, you know, at the time it was time for me to go. I felt like I'm just gonna jump there. I just felt like it was just time for me to go because, you know, I spent 5 years there and I felt like there was something in me that I needed to express, and it was itching. Gotcha. And it was like at its overflowing point. Right. And I was like, okay, if I don't get this out, I don't want to get locked into a scenario where I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? Where I lose my hunger for the music. You know. So I was like, okay, I gotta jump out. I jumped out.
But let's not forget. And I'm just going to interject.
Yeah, please.
Let's not forget that even while you were on tour with Blackstreet, you had fans in other countries who knew your music outside of Blackstreet.
Yes, this was...
You had fans that would come up to you in Japan.
Hey, Nat, you're
like,
absolutely right.
Oh, my God, like, Lenny Harold, I've been following you since the Apollo.
Yes.
So it was still like you were still getting your shine, even though the shine wasn't being given to you.
Yeah.
It was still there.
Yeah.
So... Which
was so incredible, because I remember... I had hit you, I think it was like later on that day or like the next day or something like that.
I think it was like New Year's.
Yeah. We were touring in Japan, and it was so crazy because I never printed out. There was no physical copies of anything. We did the show, Blackstreet show. These fans came out, printed up the CDs, made their own CDs. Of
his stuff, not Blackstreet.
Of my own
but of Lenny Harold stuff.
What?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Of my own stuff. Like, I was so, like, you don't understand the feeling that I had. Like, I got so overwhelmed. Like, I was really holding back tears because it was such a moment of, like, of appreciation. Like, you never know where your music goes
exactly.
and how far it reaches.
Someone. Yeah.
For them to go print out their own CDs just for me to sign.
It's crazy.
I was like, yo,
It's amazing.
I was like, this is amazing. This is absolutely incredible. Like, I just didn't, you know, it's even emotional now. And then to go full circle, because now I have an endorsement deal with Japan, and Cosmic has its own release on October 17th. So like,
let's talk about Cosmic. Yeah, I was gonna get in there. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
So for it to go full circle like that, like that's it. It's incredible, and I love Japan. Like I love Japan to the point where everybody was sleeping in a hotel room, and I was creeping out, like exploring the city. And I know if somebody would have found out, like I know, especially the road manager Bull, like I would have got yoked up somewhere. Like, why are you exploring the city? Blah 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 blah. But I was like, no, like I'm in Japan, like I'm in Osaka, I'm in Tokyo, like I'm gonna explore. Like, I'm not just going to sit in this hotel room. Mind you, the hotel room was amazing. And that view was incredible. But, like, I was like, I want to see this city. Like, so I went around and I started taking pictures. And secretly, if you go on YouTube after all of this, if you watch the City Lights video, a lot of that footage is coming from my cell phone of me being in Tokyo. Like, because I was like, it's City Lights. You know what I mean? Right. So, like, I was like, all right, I'm in Japan. I'm in Tokyo, where they have the most lights everywhere. So, like,
no brainer.
What? I was like, okay, so it's going to go in the video. Yeah. Nice. And that was phone footage, y'all. That was absolutely phone footage. Like, come on, Samsung.
Tell us more about Cosmic. I mean, how many songs do you have in there? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish as far as music and touring? And, you know. Okay,
I mean, the album Cosmic, #Cosmic, September 21st. It drops. You should be Friday. Everybody should have pre-ordered because. No shade. I know everybody got bills and stuff. It's $7.99 on the pre-order, but it's gonna go to $10 on Friday. So I'm just saying that's another like, yeah, right. So I'm trying to give y'all some cuts. But yeah, it's technically 10 songs. It's technically 10 songs. There's a song on there called "Conclusion Into the Gray," which begins kind of phase 2 of what the project is going to be. So conclusion is just that moment. When you listen to the project, you will fully understand what I mean by conclusion and how that wraps up absolutely everything. I won't give that away because that's just, it's a moment. But I will say for anybody that has heard my EP Yesterday Morning, it's kind of a, it's kind of reminiscent of that same type of format of what I did with this project. Yeah, so then and then I have the Cosmic outro, which is something absolutely beautiful. It's featuring my mother, and yeah, so I'm mommy, if you're watching, I love you. And you guys will probably be put to tears with that outro. It's amazing. It's super beautiful. Yeah, and then I have Carefree, which is dedicated to my father. Yeah, it's dedicated to my father, and very quickly, like during this whole process, towards the end of me concluding everything, Dad got into a coma, and I was dealing with this for almost 4 months, winding up to this, you know. And then early Saturday morning, he passed. So I dedicate this whole entire project to him because Dad was my rock. A pain in my ass, but he was my rock. And I used to call him Fathead, and yeah.
We all just called him Big Glenn.
Right.
Only because we were scared.
Right, everybody was scared of my dad, but he was a big teddy bear, actually. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, he had the biggest heart, and he was one of my biggest fans. He literally had a shrine in the house of everything I have ever done. He had pictures. It was hung up. He would print out articles. It was
amazing.
It was quite scary. And I used to be like, Dad, like, this is kind of a worship corner, like right now, like what's going on? But no, like, yeah, no. So like this project is, it embodies him. It definitely embodies him. And I have a song on there called Carefree, which is definitely something that he used to tell me all the time. So. When everything started to transpire, it was one night I was sitting in my studio at home, and I just started thinking about him and all this. That was like the only thing that kept coming up. was what that hook of that song is, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna write this, and I'm not gonna give a fuck.
On that note, let's go to that song. What he's talking about so genuinely, beautifully.
Let's check it out.
Let's check out "Carefree."
Hey.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Listen, I've been faded for a while now. Blurry vision, don't know where I'm at lately. Don't know where I'm at lately. Don't know where I'm at lately. Trying to pick up all the pieces, but baby, it's much too many. Baby, it's much too many. Baby, it's much too many. Yeah. All work and no play. Keeps the sunshine away. Today I'm on a different page, living life before it's gone away. So carefree, carefree, and no worry on me. I got no fuss to give, no fuss to give. So carefree, carefree, no worry on me. I got no fuss to give, no fuss to give.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Yeah?
That no fucks
That's right.
shall be given.
Amen.
Made up my mind. Yeah, I'ma do what I wanna, be who I wanna. Not in their opinion gon' have any power. Nah, it's gon' be on me. Chest back, eyes wide open, glory. Daddy said don't give a fuck, and I'ma put it on like a cape on me. Yeah. Whoa. So carefree. Now worry on me. No fuss to give. I don't give. So carefree, carefree. No worry on me. I got no fuss to give, no fuss to give. Tomorrow's not promised. No need to worry about shit you can't change. Don't want no problems. Good vibes only is my middle name. Yeah. Moving to my own drum. Can't nobody say none. Not affected by this world, son. I'm covered in love, I know you want some. Yeah. So carefree, carefree. No worry on me. I got no fuss to give. So carefree, carefree. No worry on me.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Ay. My head is spinning.
And that song is just about just being carefree. Dad used to always be like, because, you know, I used to think about too much stuff and worry about sometimes, like,
Right.
the opinions of others. And Dad used to be like, I don't know why you giving a fuck about what everybody else got to say.
Right.
Like, you your own person, goddammit, do you?
I like that.
Like, so I was like, all right, shoot. So, like, that's what that song embodies. So it's like, it's literally me putting on my cape and saying, like, I am who I am and that is what it is. You know what I mean? You either accept it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's it.
Because I got no fucks to give.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Right, exactly.
Earlier we played Heat, which is actually one of my favorite records so far. Oh my God. I can't with you. But tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to come up with a funky, so yet modern, so exciting track like this.
Like, man. Okay, so all right, this is the funny part. So, all right, I'm working with Armando Colon, Mondo Beats, who was supposed to call in, but he just sent me a text saying that he's backstage at the Shaggy and Sting show. So he kind of shaded me, but it's all
really,
good. Mondo, it's all good.
Another beast,
right?
In that production,
right.
Well, Mondo's a legend. First of all,
yeah.
If y'all know Ladies Night, the remix with Lil' Kim and who else is on there? Angie
Martinez, Missy, Left Eye.
Eye.
Nice.
Yeah, that, he produced that.
He produced that.
You know, he's worked with everybody. He's worked with all these. He's worked with Shaggy.
Yeah,
that's why he's probably backstage right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Mondo is a legend. In the industry.
Yeah. Amazing. So it was a blessing to have, and we've been working for years, and this is the first time that we actually like legit put something out. So like. But yeah, so going back to all of that. So I'm recording, and me and A-Nat, and I get this from A-Nat, background heavy. We love backgrounds, like that sound, and that's really just the inspiration from freaking Brandy. Like, just fill it up with backgrounds. Everything sounds pretty.
This is true.
right.
I was gonna try to like knock that, but it's true.
Right. So I did like 2 songs. I did "Blow Your Mind" and "Spoil You." And those 2 songs are there because just the way I felt, they're just beautifully, just like, it's just a lot of backgrounds, but I feel like it gives the description of all of that feeling that you need. And so Mondo was like, all right, and I think it was like the 3rd or 4th song that I was doing like quite a bit of backgrounds to it. He was like, all right, I want you to simplify it. I don't want everything to sound like this. I need you to show your versatility.
Right.
So I was like, okay, cool. And so he was like, I'm gonna send you a track. Tell me what you think about it. Checked out the email, listening to it. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So I sent him back an email, and I'm like, yo, I called him and I said, yo, I love this track. Like, and he was like, all right. So before you go into the studio and you start writing what you're going to write to it, I want you to approach this differently. So he was like, what I want you to do is I want you to listen to Alexander O'Neal. And I was like, okay. And he was like, right. And then he was like, I want you to listen to SOS Band. And I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, all right, went, got something to eat, came back, you know what I mean, chilling. And I pull up Alexander O'Neal, and I'm rocking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this joint. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Being in the car with Dad and stuff like that when we driving back to Newark. And so like, I'm rocking. Then the next thing you know, I'm listening to SOS Band. Then the next thing I know, I'm listening to Sheila E. Then the next thing I know, I'm listening to Prince, who I absolutely adore. So like, by time I got to Prince, then I got to the time. Once I got to the time, I turned it off, and I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. So literally, it was just in that same day, I absorbed like all of this music, and I was like, all right, the song kind of wrote itself in like 20 minutes. And so once I did that, I was like, okay, I need the structure of this to the hook to sound classic. It has to sound classic. So I was like, heat, and I was like, okay, I mean, I like that. So I was like, all right, cool. At first, I started stacking it, and I started adding harmonies to it, and I was like, no, it needs to be by itself. And so then the backgrounds of it, just to support it and just keep it really simple, because one thing that I noticed about Alexander O'Neal, it was just the melody. It wasn't too many backgrounds, but it was just like it was just enough to get you into a nice groove. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so once I did that, I did the rough. A-Nat is like my magic. He puts the magic on the track, sent it to him. I'm like, I need this to just sound like what we need it to sound like. A-Nat just automatically knows me. A-Nat mixed the mess out of them vocals and out of that music. And then the next thing you know, I sent that back to Mondo, and Mondo flipped. And he was like, all right, boy. All right, boy. That wasn't his exact words, but he was like, all right, boy. I'm trying to keep it like what it is. And and he was like, all right, you on to something, stay there. Right. And this was after Lover. We had recorded Lover first, and he adored where that was. And so he was like, I want you to kind of stay there. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's where that came from. Amazing. It's just a real big feel good track.
So we're going to do 2 things before we get into heat again, because this is our radio show.
Cosmic Radio. You are now tuned into Cosmic Radio. Cosmic
but I got
Radio.
An announcement.
Album comes out September 21st.
I got an announcement.
This Friday.
We're changing A-Nat's name to Mr. Melody Maker. Mr. Melody.
People try to change my name so many times. They've tried so many times. It's just not gonna happen. My name is A Natural. They've been trying to call me a wizard. They've been trying to call me a beast. Like,
but he is a beast though.
Yeah, so
he is a beast though.
Stay with the A Natural, aka, and aka motherfucking again.
We gonna go into heat though.
Yeah, we gonna go into heat.
We gonna go into heat.
We gonna go into heat.
Amen.
Let him explain what he was. Let him.
We gonna go into heat. We gonna go into heat. Yeah.
She's giving me that heat, baby. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, baby. Wanna take it there and make some heat, baby. Oh, that heat. Caught my eye across the room, I see you, babe. Drink in hand, just posing, looking fly. Wondering where your girls at, are you here alone, babe? Or does he have you waiting, baby? Slowly walk over and ask your name. She says nothing but looks my way. At least have this dance, babe. We can dance the pain away. What do you say, baby? Heat, heat, heat. She's giving me that heat, babe. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat, babe. Oh, that heat. With apprehension, you grab my hand, oh, babe. I pull you close, the DJ pumping through your veins. You look at me and smile. I think it's been a while since you felt this way, babe. Now all I wanna do is dance this night away. Get lost on this floor. Closer and closer we dance. This heat building more. Ready to leave, given the chance. You feel where I'm going with this, right, baby? Heat, heat, heat. Oh, she's giving me that heat. She's giving me that heat, babe. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, baby. Wanna take it there and make some heat, babe. Break it down, yeah. Sometimes you just have a chemistry. Never lose the opportunity. And sometimes that chemistry can boil over. Dance in the heat and get closer and give us some heat. Oh, she's giving me that heat, giving me that heat, when our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat. Wanna take it there, yeah. She's giving me that heat, babe. When our bodies touch like this, that heat, babe. Wanna take it there and make some heat. Gotta get this heat, baby. Oh, heat, heat, heat. Heat, heat, heat. Heat, heat, heat.
Hi guys.
Hi, girls. Gals.
we gonna right into it.
We are.
Nah.
No, man, talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta move.
Oh, we blocking. We was blocking.
Good.
All right. Okay, we good. We back. And we're back. You guys are back at Cosmic Radio, which I think I might actually like continue because this is been very fun thus far.
Great vibes. Great vibes.
Yes, we're about to get into some heavy stuff soon though. Cause I feel like really having some music talk right now. Yeah. Exactly. On point.
So, you mentioned Prince earlier.
Yes.
Which is actually one of my favorite artists of all time.
There you go.
Do you have a current or old inspiration from any musicians or artists that literally paved the way for you as a musician?
Woo. My direct inspiration, it would definitely be, it's first it's Mom, then it's Michael Jackson. Of course, I know so many people say Michael Jackson, but I was absolutely taken by Moonwalker. I used to watch it every Saturday morning. That's how crazy that was. And but it wasn't the dance moves and all that type of stuff that captivated me. It was the magic in his music that captivated me. Like there was something there that always like grabbed you and put you in a chokehold, and you could not stop watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His pure creativity, and then it's Prince. Then it's Brandy. It's definitely, I know this is also cliche, but it's Beyonce.
What do you say is cliche? I mean,
because, you know, so many people nowadays, they're like, oh, yeah, Beyonce's one of my inspirations. But, you know, I take it all the way. But, like, it was so funny because even last night, I just got into a music mood, and I was listening to the first Destiny's Child album, which a lot of people are not familiar with. And so I'm singing all of these songs, and I'm with my boy Authentic, and he was like, what are these songs? I was like, see, you ain't no real Beyonce fan if you don't know the first album. Like, come on now. I'm talking about the Destiny's Child first album.
I don't know that album.
See? And the Isley Brothers did a lot of work on that project. And so, like, that's why it's so super musical. And that's the one that I really love. So, like, so that project, who else? Bilal, Jill Scott, Lauryn Hill, Aaliyah, Missy, who else? The whole Timberland crew. That whole Timberland crew back in the 90s, from Genuine to Playa to Magoo to Missy to Timbo to that whole crew. Right. Aaliyah was magic. You couldn't tell me that I was not going to work with that girl. Like, I wanted to work with Aaliyah. And I was heartbroken when she passed. Who else, man? It's so many people. India Arie.
Love her, yeah.
Especially those first two albums were like the architect of a lot of music for myself.
I agree, yeah.
Who else, man? It's so many people. I mean, I can get into the Alanis Morissettes, and I can even get into the Muse. I can get into Daft Punk. I can get into Bjork. I can get into
somebody being very
you know what I mean? Like there's
oh my God.
But there's a lot of music that has like inspired me, even if it's just their visuals or if it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like there's so much stuff, you know? Yeah, I'm just a big old melting pot. That's why I'm weird as hell, and I've always been that way. Like, yeah, so yeah.
Stay weird. Being different is the
That's why there's a bunch of planets on my album cover. You know what I mean? So, because I'm weird. I'm an alien. I've accepted that. So, yeah.
You also have an exceptional sense of style. I mean, tell us what inspires you to, dress the way you do what you do.
Moods. I love black because and you'll always see me wear black for the majority of the time.
Can't go wrong, yeah.
Right. I just think it's strong. It's powerful, and it says pay attention to me, but don't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
I'm here.
You know? It says that I walked into the room.
Right.
You know, I'm here. And when you need me, trust I'm going to show out. You know? And that's really it, you know? And so, and it's subtle, but it's strong. So you'll always see me wear some form of black all the time. Just recently, this has been the signature. My mom calls it Young Marvin Gaye. And so I kind of am going to stick with that, Young Marvin Gaye, because I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this has been the new thing, and I have now a whole bunch of hats like this now. So if anybody's that's out there that makes these, I mean, I can be your guy. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty much just like mood and whatever I feel. I love rings, so you'll always see me wearing something like this. The circle glasses are in honor of Prince. The purple, that's everywhere too. You'll see flashes of purple and stuff like that. That's in honor of Prince and royalty to begin with. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the event a little bit. So we're you're having a release party on Thursday, the 20th,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
And
yes.
that's at Troy Bar.
Troy Bar. It's going to be so much fun from 7 o'clock. We said 7 o'clock because we know how black folks is. And we know y'all not going to get there till 9. So, you know what I mean? At least you know that it started at 7, though. So, I mean, whenever you get there, you get there. We still going to be rocking and having a really good time because I personally just have a lot to celebrate.
Nice.
You know, this project was definitely a labor of love, a product of self-discovery all over again, a new confidence in myself, even a new risk-taking part of myself, to be daring, to be bold. So I have a lot to celebrate, you know, and this whole project is dedicated to Dad, you know what I mean? So, like, I have a lot to celebrate, especially just in his honor, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Now, will we be getting to hear the album at the Troy Bar? The full album.
He ain't in the mic. I know, this is like, come on, look at you. Look at you. Turn the mic, bruh. The
Listen,
other,
man, come on,
the
man.
other way. The other way. It don't been that way.
All right,
He said he's just the manager. He's not.
Yeah,
Right.
But I got questions.
Yes.
Come on, Michael.
Yes. Jackson. Thursday the 20th at Troy Bar. Will the fans, the friends, the family, will they get to hear the full album?
My wonders will definitely hear the album. We'll be playing a couple of joints from the project. I might even grab a mic and maybe do a little ditty and a two-step. You know what I mean? But you'll have to come in order to see that. So I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna happen. All I'm saying is that you should be in the room just to see if it may. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, but no, we're gonna have a really good time. I'll be signing autographs and all kinds of other stuff like that. And
Come
really,
fresh, please.
Yes, because you don't want your hair to be out of place.
Red carpet ready.
Right. Make sure your edges is right because, you know, cameraman going to see everything. So, you know, come really, really fresh. Come cosmic. Dress in purple. Why not? Why don't we just dress in purple?
Oh, now I got to buy something. Okay,
right. I do too.
Everybody
Actually, you know what? I just jacked my own self up because
you don't have nothing purple
I just said that I like wear majority black. So what just happened? Yeah. I'm gonna figure out something. I might have to. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah.
All who's wearing purple, first drink is on me. We'll see if y'all really cosmic out there.
Don't do that because y'all gonna break this man.
Right.
Y'all gonna break this man. Y'all gonna break this man, and he don't even realize what he just said.
I know what I said. I'm coming right, so make sure y'all come out.
I will have my purple on tonight.
Okay.
And the party isn't until Thursday.
Okay. Listen, because I need a drink.
You better be scared. You know me, hey.
I might come in a purple robe just to be extra. You know what I mean? That'll be some
like,
extra.
That'll be Hugh Hefner shit?
Right. Nah.
I was gonna say that's something different.
I mean, look, if I can find two beautiful ladies to be my Dora Milaje, I'll be all right. You know what?
You know what?
Yo,
you know what?
On that note,
you know what? I might need two beautiful ladies to be my Dora Milaje.
That means we need to find some bald-headed black chicks.
You know what I mean?
some beautiful bald-headed black chicks.
And I know one, so I think I might have to make some phone calls before the night is over to just have a really good time.
So on that note, you have a record. You have a record called "Spoil You." Would you be doing that to them?
I mean, I might spoil you on September 20th at Troy Bar, starting from 7 to until. Yeah. Oh, okay, Parlay stepping in like Jim Morrison. All right. Yeah, I mean, I might spoil you. Matter of fact, we can go to that track right now because that's actually one of my favorite songs to sing.
And if you pre-order the album, you should already have it.
Come on, Nat.
Just saying.
You should already have it. If you pre-ordered. So I'm just saying. Yeah.
But let's hit that.
Who pre-ordered?
even I didn't deserve second chances. Hey. And then things got real different when you showed a vulnerable man just a little bit of interest. Oh, took a chance and closed my eyes. Baby, baby, you're the reason why this lost man has love on his mind. So let's make love till we stop time. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. Now baby, can I say thank you? Bring that body close to me. Let me show all your curves, how much you mean to me. Yeah. I know this love ain't perfect, but we fit real perfect. And I'm devoted to doing whatever it takes to keep you happy, baby. So sit that love right here, all on my face, so I can give you love a taste. Cause this is the way we get through things. I'm being devoted to pleasure in every single way. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. I wanna be devoted to. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. There ain't nothing that we can't get through. Now that I am a baby, this world don't seem cruel. Baby, this is just about me and you. I'm devoted to you. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. I wanna spoil you, I wanna spoil you with devotion. Devotion. Listen, baby, all this time, baby, being out there, lost in the wind, baby, alone without a care, yeah. Your love shine through when no one else could you. I make this promise, baby, I'm devoted to you.
That was Spoil You from Lenny Harold off his brand new album Cosmic, available this Friday.
Sound like
He's singing, but we back live.
I'm sorry. Hey, and we're back.
So Lenny, we got a fan question from
Yes,
YouTube,
what's the fan question?
from your
Yes.
website actually.
Oh,
the fan
awesome.
question is, what is Lenny's top 5 songs off the new album?
Wow.
Whoa. Okay. Yikes. Which version of the album? It's like, nah.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Yikes.
I can't even answer that.
Oh, I can answer it. I know which 5 of mine.
Spoil You.
I keep going though.
Spoil You. I mean, everything is dope.
Yeah.
Spoil You would definitely be number 1. Ooh, Jesus. Poison.
Yeah.
I really adore Poison. Yikes. On the Ceiling.
Oh my God.
Yes.
On the Ceiling. Taste and See, because I really can't wait to perform that song. Oh my God. And I would have to say it's not technically a song, but it's the Cosmic Interlude.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be my top 5. That would be my top 5.
Nice. Two of my tracks made the top 5.
What would be your top 5?
Yeah.
My top 5?
Yeah. Because
first, let me just preface this by saying
is secretly like he's been there for the whole ride of this whole project,
and let me
just behind the scenes.
Let me just preface this by saying I didn't have much to do with this project other than mixing, which is a first for me and him.
Yeah.
Because usually
really
we're
is.
like in everything, writing, production, everything.
Right.
I didn't even record him for this project, which is very different.
Yeah.
I
recorded myself, which was scary at first.
But he knew what he was doing though. Like he took tips from the things that I've shown him or whatever, and he did his thing. So I'm very proud of him for that. My top 5 would have to be On the Ceiling.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Which is crazy. 'Cause I didn't like it at first.
Right. I know you did.
I didn't really care for it at first. And then when it was finished, I was like, oh, this shit is amazing.
Right.
On the Ceiling. Heat.
Yes.
Spoil You. Like This.
Oh, okay.
And
oh my God! Wait, I forgot Blow Your Mind.
No, we can't.
Blow Your Mind. Blow Your Mind. Yeah, that's on my top. And then the Carefree Interlude, only because of the way that it came about. Like I was just.
Oh, the Carefree Interlude.
Not Carefree. I'm sorry. Cosmic Interlude.
Oh, Cosmic Interlude.
Yeah,
yes.
It came about really, really dope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's my top 5.
Yeah.
It's gonna change. Like my top 5 will change at least every time I listen to the album.
Word.
That's what's so great about this album. Even though you have a top 5, the more you listen to this album, it's always going to change.
Exactly.
Your top 5 will always change the more you listen to this album. This album is all about love in a whole nother level.
Yeah.
This is
Mike,
what.
You
so
better go in.
You know what? Let's. Can we transition that?
Yeah,
into
we
this
can.
conversation?
We can.
Okay.
We definitely can.
So this is one of the reasons why I like the term indie artist, because I feel like independence is freedom, and that's the thing that takes you out of the box that the industry tries to put you in. So I love having that moniker because we tell each other all the time we're independent artists. We can do whatever we want, and I just like the fact that, especially even with him, this is I would have to say his freest album because it was free of even my guidance. You know, the last project, as dope as it was, it still felt like a lot of me because I was involved in every aspect of it. This one, it was totally him. So it was like he was free of outside inspirations, outside influences. You know, he got to just sit and create on his own. And you can't do that as an indie artist. I mean, as a signed artist, you can't really do that most of the time because you got the label in your ear, you got the A&Rs in your ear, you got the producers in your ear.
This is true.
And
this is true.
That box, it starts to close in on you, and that's why a lot of these artists are all stressed out because they're making the same thing because everybody's telling them to make the same thing. As an indie artist, you take all that noise and you just push it away and just create.
It out. Wow.
You know, you can just silence it out. So that's one of the reasons why I like the term indie artist. I think he embodies that more than most, even more than me as an indie artist. Like I'm still very much like a fan of commercial music and of the current trends with my twist on it, but with him, he's never been in that box. He's always been an abstract person. You know, it was difficult for us to work earlier because of that. Yeah. Because I was such a like, you know, it's got to be like this.
Right.
And he's all like painting different colors, and I'm like, that definitely does not match. Like, usually green and purple make black for me, and I don't know how I feel about that. But with him, it was something else. And when he started working on this project, I took my hands off of it. I was working on my own stuff, but I was like, let me just step back and see what he actually creates. And what he wound up creating was amazing. It was an amazing masterpiece. So I love the term indie artist because if he wasn't an indie artist, I don't think he'd be able to do the project that he just completed. So did I shut it down?
Yeah, I mean, I
might have shut it down a little bit.
You definitely said it to a great level, but I just look at it on a whole nother thing.
Wow.
You're looking at it probably from the business aspect.
I'm looking at it as a free aspect.
Oh, okay.
I just think that you are already free.
Come on.
You can already create what's already inside of you. Words put labels. Mm-hmm. And if you, like, I know Lenny went into this project feeling totally different, totally happy, totally free. Mm-hmm. So within that, you don't have to say indie, even though that's the industry definition. But yet, why put a name of an industry definition upon you when you are already a free spirit, a free musician, a free singer, a free creator, free everything?
I mean,
within what you doing.
Points are valid.
You know what I mean? So I definitely get your point, but my thing is this. that indie word is a little word for big artists like Lenny Harrell, big artists as A Natural, big artists as Authentic. Y'all guys are all genuinely great artists. And seeing indie in front of your name, I never want to see it. I just want to hear A Natural. I always want to hear Lenny Harrell. I always want to hear Authentic. That's it. I don't care about no indie thing. That's for the people who not on that cosmic level.
Yeah,
Come on, Plug.
You better preach
Come
that.
on, Plug. That's cool.
But I think from what you create, you ain't think when you in that studio doing your own shit. You think you thinking about the industry? Hell, fucking no.
I am.
Don't worry.
No,
It's what
I mean, I
you've been
won't
doing.
pretty soon.
It's
Pretty
what
soon I
you've been
won't.
doing.
Yeah.
They'll be coming to you very shortly.
Exactly.
Let them come. They're gonna come because you're creating that music.
But then what's
Mike is
your
so
thing?
New York. You hear the way he's
What's your thing that you say though? You say indie but major,
Right.
and
Right.
that's it's basically a combination of both points.
Right,
Where,
exactly.
yes, you're technically an indie artist in the industry standards,
Right.
but you're a major artist in what you're capable of doing.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's how we have to look at ourselves.
That's
Exactly. Exactly.
And you know what? That's the greatest way to end that one.
No, that
Two
was
words.
good. That was good. No, because both points were very valid, and yeah, to me, it's just artistry.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever that spills out of you is what it is. What it
Indeed.
is. I'm even gonna piggyback on that because y'all did that. That's people are saying they agree, Mike.
Now I say
They
this.
agree, ain't that?
I say this.
Yeah, he did go
I'm
straight
not-
Brooklyn.
I'm not going into my top 5 because I have way more. And when I had the 30 songs, and he said narrow it down.
Oh my God. Okay,
It's
so
crazy.
we went.
So
We
hold
had
on, hold on.
we had
No,
to pick
hold on. I
songs,
gotta
right?
say one thing. I gotta say one thing. It's one song that y'all didn't say that's in that top 5, and I didn't hear no one say more.
Okay, so listen. I'm gonna break down this story about More. More
wasn't even supposed to be a thing.
it was okay. Like it so was not supposed to be a song at all. Like
Melody.
we
That was a
did.
long
That was
time
like
ago.
that was during the
Full
creation
of melody.
of that was during the creation of Mountain High.
Yeah.
Like so.
And it wasn't even supposed to be your song. It was a reference.
It was a reference. More is a reference for. It was a reference for somebody else. It was actually, I forget who it was, but it was one particular person from New Edition who Armando was shopping the song to, and so he was like,
can we say the
"Yo,
name?
I don't know."
No, they got enough. They got movies.
Right,
and shit.
right,
All right.
right, exactly. No shade. But yeah, so we were. I was writing it for just that. Like, and A Nat came in, and I was like, all right, I just want to make this colorful. A Nat arranged those backgrounds beautifully, and
Melody.
that is literally the demo voice on that song. Like that is the demo voicing. I never went back and re-recorded anything. That is the demo reference. And when I showed it to Mike got all clap happy about it and was like, "This needs to be on the thing." He kept listening to it. This needs to be a song. I brought it to A-Nat. He was like, "Really? More?" Like, does he know how old that song is? I was like, I told him. But he still likes the song.
The
So
melody is sick.
I go back to Mondo. Mondo's like, well, I have different versions of the song, and then he had a version that was a little reproduced differently, and then he had another version that had live instrumentation on it, that had a live bass and a live guitar, and it just gave a whole nother element. And so that whole thing came together just like that. Like we put them vocals back in together, and just like we remixed it, brought out some of the essence out of it, and that is literally the reference voice on that song. Like I never came back and re-recorded it, but it has an essence. I will say that it has an essence. It has something
you know
really
what?
special about it.
If I can brag about you again.
26 seconds remaining. I'm going
Oh.
right back, y'all.
So if I could just brag about you again, like just going back to the whole being a creative and an indie person or whatever, this album, it literally has so many different feels, but they're all executed the right way.
Oh,
So you
thank
know how sometimes like you
Wow.
listen to somebody's album and like for instance, and I'm just gonna be real because I don't care.
Right.
Jasmine Sullivan's last album. Now
Right.
Jasmine is a beast, but I felt like her last album was all over the place,
Right.
and I feel like she was kind of. I actually feel like all of her albums have always been all over the place and not
Yeah.
necessarily cohesive.
Industry.
It
Industry.
is.
And yet, there are certain albums where it's like, okay, you could be all over the place and everything is still connected.
Right.
And that's what this album is. Everything has that cosmic feel. Like certain songs sound like you're in outer space, but then you still get grounded in it. Where it's like, okay, you get a little bit of relief from being in that non-gravity. So,
Oh, I love that.
non-gravity.
Non-gravity.
You might be coming up
yes.
with words and
Yeah,
shit.
okay, yeah,
you know,
I
I like
know.
words and shit.
We'll write that one down for the book. Right.
But like,
non-gravity.
It's dope how you can have a song like More, which I initially thought was like, this is not gonna fit with this project.
Right.
But then
Right.
when listening to it in full, it's like, okay, there is this slick kind of flowy R&B
Yeah.
that the album already has, and it fit right into that space.
Yeah.
So like each song kind of fits into that space because you got, like you said before, you got some of the 808s, you got some of the
Right.
hi-hats or whatever,
Right.
with like songs like this or
Right.
Blow Your Mind.
Right.
But then you got songs where it's just time to vibe out, and I
Yeah.
think More is one of those vibe out songs.
No, it definitely
So,
is.
Full
Definitely
of melody.
is.
Exactly.
So full of melody. And I'm glad to have brought it back to the table to make it a winner. So yes, I did do that. I had input in my say.
He's so proud of this.
You
But
damn
can
right.
Can we even be more honest?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to take over the show. But,
Nah, go
but like,
ahead.
okay, so Taste and See is one of the
Yes,
songs that I
and
produced.
that's another one.
And what's so
That's an
crazy
old
about it is that when we first did the record, well, when we first did the record, like back when we first did it, I was like, crazy about it.
Right.
then
But
when
that
we
was
brought
it in its whole entirety because
in its entirety, yeah.
Right, because
It used to be a 2-part song.
It was
and
a
then
two-parter.
It changed into the one
Yeah.
part. And the original version of Taste and See only had one verse.
right.
And then that was it. That's all you heard of it.
Right.
But then everybody kept saying, "Well, this song needs more," and I'm like, "No, it doesn't need nothing."
And it was
else."
always everybody always paid more attention to the ending of it. Like KP especially was the main one. He was like, yeah, the ending needs to be its own song, and we was like, nah, but that's the whole point of it. Like it's to come out and just changes the vibe, and it does a Beyonce
And
type
I
of
will
thing.
be
Like, where there's
honest,
two producers
like,
messing with it.
leading up to the completion of Cosmic, I was still on the fence about the record because
I
I'm
know.
like,
I know.
you got all this amazing production from Armando, you got all this amazing production from
Raj.
And I'm sitting there like, y'all really want this little A Natural track? And I was like nervous about it, and it actually wound up working when it got finished. So it's just interesting how it came apart, came together, because even like down to the very, very last day, I was still like, no, I think we need something else. I think it needs to do this.
Right.
It needs to do that. Let's go back into the mix. And he was like, no, trust me, it's fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you sure? He's like, yes, it's fine. Now listening to the whole album together, I can shut up and have my seat. Like, I'm good.
No,
I'm glad this is recorded because this is the first time you've ever said some shit like that.
Listen, I have no problem being humble and knowing when my shit ain't right. Like, I don't have no problem saying that. I've never thought I was the greatest at what I do, because there's always room to learn. But at the same token, it's like, sometimes you got to shut up and take a compliment.
Yeah.
And I had to shut up and take the compliment for this.
Right. Because everybody flipped out about it. It was so crazy because he was so paranoid about the song. He was like, I think it just needs some extra.
Plus, it's the only song, aside
That
from
has-
the interlude, it's the
yeah.
only one that I produced on the album.
Right.
As opposed to Mountain High, where I literally produced most of everything on
Right,
the album.
right.
And I'm scared, like, okay, wait. So
Is it going to mix in the
is it gonna
mix of everything? Yeah,
Am I good enough?
Right.
What
Yeah.
are people going to hear? Like, I was straight worried, but
This dude crazy.
Right. Exactly.
That motherfucker
what I
crazy.
said.
If
That's
y'all
what I
ever
said.
heard that Mountain High project, please, it's out now. Please go get it. Please go get it.
Yes, Mike.
come on, get the old
Until
shit.
Okay.
get that old. It ain't old. Fuck that.
Complete.
It's that good music shit.
Complete the
Please
collection.
come and get that. You would have a great vibe of everything within you. That Mountain High project, and let that Mountain High project lead you into this new level of love, cosmic vibe project.
He better, Mike.
That'll
Okay,
work.
Pastor Mike. All right, Pastor Mike.
Where's my collection?
You know
I was gonna
what?
say, where can I get my time?
Okay.
Now you want to go into that Taste and See real quick?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go on that taste and see? Because we have
DJ
an option
KT
right here.
voice.
We
Right.
going to taste and
About to
see?
hit that.
Well, let's destroy their ears with some taste and see.
There you go. Taste and see this. Right. Yeah, technically,
Technically, it doesn't
because that's
change the
technically
song.
what the song is talking about.
Exactly,
Right.
it's kinda nasty.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. It's nasty in a fun way.
it's like to be the center of the universe today. Do you like how it feels when I hit that spot when I make it hot? Let me show you what I got. It ain't gotta be a lot, but I know what to do with it. Make you never wanna stop. Make it like a lollipop. Let me see that booty drop. Make you wanna fall in love with it. Make you never wanna stop. Should be your destination. Don't get caught up in the minds you like. What I'm offering could end your hesitation. Open up the lips and compromise. Yeah, do ya? Do you know what it's like to be delivered priority? Do ya? When you gotta open up, let me know what you got. Let me taste and see. Let me show you what I got. It ain't gotta be a lot, but I know what to do with it. Make you never wanna stop. Make it like a lollipop. Let me see that booty drop. Make you wanna fall in love with it. Make you never wanna stop.
Woo! And we're back. And we're back.
So you just talking about getting your roller skates on for tasting soup.
Word. Because it sounds like the perfect roller rink song. And this one was talking about how he got to dust his skates off. So. So yeah, we coming down to the conclusion. We got about 10 minutes. We got any questions on YouTube? Or are we good?
I just got a lot of fans saying what's up, and they can't wait for the album.
Awesome.
I love Lenny's new album, and I still watch Chains singing Say Yes. We don't like the name Change anymore.
Wow.
That's back in the day.
Right, that's way back in the day.
Y'all just go out there and pre-order that album.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Right.
Everybody's saying hi, hello, love you.
Album the Black Way.
Yes,
the extra
album.
Yes. Y'all go on and get
the
that album.
Album.
Oh, shit. That's how natural it was for him. He didn't even notice that he said it. He was like, y'all go and pre-order that album.
That album.
I thought
church folks.
That's what
right. That's always
my uncle got into me because he still say balloons. So I mean, balloons. He say balloons. So I'm like,
oh, we got a question over here. Okay. Are there any features?
No, not on this one. Oh no, there is one. There's one on Poison.
Technically, there's yeah, there are features on this project.
Oh, okay. Can we just say that? And this is only because I love doing stuff like this.
Right.
They don't do this no more.
Right.
You have to listen to the album from start to finish, or else you will miss a lot.
Yes.
It's a story.
Yes.
It's a story.
Yeah.
Please do not skip through
don't
it.
Skip nothing.
Yes.
Like
There's a lot of hidden stuff
Yes.
on this project. That's all I'm gonna say. And
There's one blatant feature.
yes,
Which is the ism.
the ism, who is
Poison. Kills it.
incredible lyricist. He's actually part of our crew too. He is so dope. He's like, I say he's like a Talib Kweli, Andre 3000 mixed with a Kendrick in a sense, like
And a
just
little
kind of like,
Azalea Banks.
and a little Azalea
Crazy.
Banks. There you go, because he crazy, but it's dope. It's so dope. So and on Poison, he really killed it.
But like,
Absolutely killed it.
don't skip nothing because
Yeah, please don't. We got 4 minutes. Okay. So
So-
don't skip anything. Yeah, because you will definitely miss. There's a storyline within the project, a beautiful storyline. And, you know, especially towards the end, there's another feature.
don't even tell them about
Yeah,
that.
there's
but
another
that's a
feature.
surprise.
Yeah, there's another feature that I'm blessed to
But
have.
listen to it all the way through.
Yeah.
And then you can go back and pick your favorites. And
Right,
then, you know.
right.
Hey,
and then
but-
hit me on Twitter and see if you can guess who that other extra feature is.
Yes, that feature is a surprise.
It's a big legendary artist. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, that lended themselves to this project, and I'm so appreciative of that.
And I'm so jealous.
And I've been
Nah.
working overtime to do this.
Right,
Yes,
right,
Yes.
right,
So,
right.
eh.
All right, y'all. So we coming down to the end. Thank you guys for tuning in. Anything anybody else wants to say before we tune out?
Yes, Thursday, Troy Bar,
Yes.
album release.
Yes.
7
Make sure-
until.
7 until midnight. Everybody got to throw their phones up in the air and say, "Hey, we got the album."
Word.
Are the lyrics gonna be on Genius?
Yes.
Okay.
All lyrics and creds will be on genius.com. You'll be able to link that from my website.
Get the true meaning behind these lyrics.
Get the true meaning behind all of these songs. So if you missed this, you got a chance to, read the breakdown.
Genius.com.
Genius.com. So I'm excited about that too. Yeah, I think that's it.
And a big
Cosmic.
shout out to the producer of the show,
Yes.
Mr. David G.
Come on, David D. Empire Network. Come on now.
Cosmic drops on 21st.
Right, for allowing us to come in here and take over for a minute. Really appreciate you.
And we will be back soon.
Yes, Cosmic Radio. I think I'm going to make this a thing if y'all going to tune in, because we always got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
So,
We're gonna be
word.
more people next time. So,
Word. Word. So again, thank you guys. Thank you all wonders for just tuning in and being excited about this project just as much as I'm excited about this project. And yeah, let's play more. We can go out with more because I just feel like that's just like we were supposed to go out with Taste and See, but that's all right. We gonna get crunk in the club
This
on
is what
Thursday.
I fought for, people. You gonna love it.
I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all the support. Congratulations. I'm trying to read.
We've been at this thing for far too long. We've been at this thing for quite some time now. I know I'm not crazy and you feel it too. Yeah, you're letting him hold you back from making a sound. If it's cool, we should be more, baby. Why are you scared? Baby, don't you run from love. Oh, I just want more, babe. I just want more. I could give you more, babe. I could give you more. So let's get more, babe. Let's be more. I can love you more. You call my phone when he's acting up. We talk for hours and we ain't catching up. No.